Hey, this is Andrew at CPR Supply Source. Today we're going to be comparing the Prestan Professional AED versus the Prestan UltraTrainer AED. But before we jump into that, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this page and channel. We would really appreciate your support, and it allows you to stay up to date with more product reviews and comparisons like this one. So let's go ahead and first start off with the Prestan Professional AED. This was their original product that came out on the market. It's great. We love it. We have several of them, and we've used them in our training for years. Some things that you'll notice about the Prestan Professional is that it has this lid that flips open, revealing the pads. You pull out the pads. There's also here a shock button and an on button and a shock button. There are also 4 buttons here on the side panel. One of them, and this is one of the differentiators, is that the Prestan Professional is bilingual. So by default, it's going to go to English, and then if you want, you can switch it to Spanish just by pressing the button here. It does give you the ability to cycle between different scenarios. So, it could be one time it analyzes and it requires you to shock. The next time it analyzes and it says no shock. The next time it analyzes, then it wants you to shock again. So it gives you some variety in the scenarios that you can give to your students. And that's something that the Ultralight does as well. There's a volume button, and then there's a pause play button if you needed to stop and start, maybe to give some remediation or something along those lines. Also, the Professional comes with a remote that allows you to remotely control the scenarios, to control the AED if you've got a larger class and you want a little bit more control over the scenario and what's happening. So that's the Prestan Professional. It's great. However, the Prestan Ultra AED trainer is, if you'll notice, a significantly smaller, lighter, so it's great for portability, but it does miss a few features. So there is no bilingual option on this AED. There's no pause play button, but what it does make up for, though, is you'll notice that there's a third button here on the front. So you have on button, shock button, and then there's a child button. So this allows you to simulate whether you're dealing with a child, a pediatric. So when you turn it on, it'll say, it'll start going through its thing, and it'll say, if this is a child, press the child button. So it gives you a little bit more realism when you're dealing with pediatrics and what you might encounter. Also here on the bottom, there are a few buttons. This does also allow you to cycle through different scenarios for shock or no shock, and it has a volume button. But a little bit more of a simplistic model, does not come with a remote, so there are some trade-offs. Overall, I love the UltraTrainer. I would say this is personally my go-to, just because my classes are a little bit more simplistic, and I don't need anything super fancy. Plus, when I have to pick up a bunch of equipment and haul it to a doctor's office or something, this certainly makes that job a little bit easier. Listen, I hope this was helpful for you and helps you with your purchasing decision. We carry both the Professional and the Ultra on our website here at cprsupplysource.com. So please go ahead and check it out. If you have questions, and I can help answer those more specifically about either one of these AEDs, please drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, if you found this video to be helpful and helped you in making your purchasing decision. Again, this is Andrew at CPR Supply Source. Thanks for watching.